Upon making eye contact with each other, a million memories flood back into the minds of the former couple, so they begin texting to catch up, claiming that they're nothing more than friends while telling their therapist, Dr. Nikki, every detail of their every interaction, making it clear that that's not exactly what they want to be. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. In this one I'm going to be doing a review of the 8th episode of Season 1 of the Netflix original series You, meaning there are only 2 episodes left to review this season. In the previous one, we witnessed the downfall of Joe and Beck's relationship due to cheating accusations, but the beginning of a brand new one between Joe and a neighbor that moved in just recently. Given their long history, I never would have suspected him to move on so quickly, but then again, I didn't suspect him to be so accepting of their breakup either, so as Joe said in episode 1, people can surprise you. Episode 8, titled You Got Me Babe, deals with the aftermath of the couple's decision to break up 3 months after the fact, and while Beck is living the single life, Joe and his neighbor Karen are enjoying themselves more than they ever expected they would. Yes, he may take up on his former flame from time to time, but overall you could say that he's in a healthier relationship than the ones he's had in the past, so he has no desire to return to that point in his life. Well, that is until Blythe encourages Beck to improve her writing skills by ridding herself of any distractions, including social media, meaning Joe will no longer be able to access her page with a single click of a button on a phone or computer the way that he once could. What makes this even worse is that he can't hide the way that this makes him feel even around Karen, who Beck may also check up on from time to time, proving that both women deserve a man much better than him. Beck has no idea that he killed 2 people that meant something to her at one point, even if they didn't always treat her as good as they could have, and Karen has no idea that he checks up on her whenever she's not sitting side by side with him. With that being said, I think Blythe is a much better friend to Beck than the other 2 she has, Lynn and Annika. While Lynn has no desire to learn about how her journey to becoming a writer, her biggest goal in life, is going for her so far, Annika seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth, so if she didn't have Blythe, she wouldn't really have anyone right now. I also think that this episode in particular had some really good music choices, because as Beck was trying to take the advice she was given by her friend, I was trying to figure out the name of the song that was playing during that scene because I just knew that it belonged in my music library. That's not the first time this happened to me during the course of this series either, so I just want to state how thankful I am for the producers for putting effort into every aspect of it. But even with a million ideas of things to do to exercise her creativity, Beck is unable to come up with anything book-worthy, so she goes for a walk in the same neighborhood Joe and Karen live in, who decide to go for a walk as well in order to lift their spirits after witnessing Paco's mother, Claudia's battle with drug addiction, worsen. Upon making eye contact with each other, a million memories flood back into the minds of the former couple, so they begin texting to catch up, claiming that they're nothing more than friends while telling their therapist, Dr. Nikki, every detail of their every interaction, making it clear that that's not exactly what they want to be. Claudia's situation doesn't make it any easier for them to stay away from each other, Joe providing Claudia with a place to stay away from Paco and Ron to recover, as Karen does all that she can do to keep her alive and as well as she possibly can in her current state, oblivious to the knowledge that Joe is meeting up with Beck behind her back. With so much going on at once, Joe reunites the concerned Paco with his mother before she has a chance to make a full recovery, and he is more relieved than angry to see his mother in the state that she's in, simply because she's still breathing. Watching their story unfold, even as supporting characters, adds another layer of depth to the show, and I think that whoever plays Paco will grow up to be a successful actor, just like some of the most well-known people who have contributed to it so far if he continues to do what he does, like Shay Mitchell from Pretty Little Liars and John Stamos from Full House. They have faces you probably wouldn't have been able to recognize before seeing these shows, but now if you saw them in public, they would be impossible not to recognize. Since Joe and Karen were finally able to provide Paco with the closure that he needed as to what was going on with his mother by reuniting them, they decided to end the night by attending Ethan and Blythe's housewarming party, the couple with the most stable relationship of them all, forcing Joe to deal with the love triangle he's found himself in. Up until this point, he never considered himself to be a cheater of all people, and there's no excuse for it, but in the days that follow, he decides to put an end to his disloyalty and follow his heart by being with Beck and only Beck, officially breaking it off with Karen, who takes it as maturely as someone possibly can when they're being broken up with for another person. I really liked her character, and that's why I'm almost happy to see her go, because I know she doesn't deserve to be caught up in this guy's bullshit any longer. There's no denying that she's too good for him, even if she doesn't have the best taste in television. She's there for people until they don't seem to need her anymore, holding her own hand through it all because she's probably used to being used. For Joe, she was his distraction, and for Claudia, she was her nurse back to health, only for Ron to damage it all over again, innocently hiding behind a bouquet of flowers. Joe just doesn't believe this until he sees it in person when Ron is standing outside her door with them, and she lets him in, seriously angering Paco this time. Then, one day when Karen sees Beck on the street, she warns her that he may do to her whatever he did to Candace, so I'm thinking that Candace could have found Karen on Facebook and messaged her when she discovered that she was a new girl in Joe's life. Well, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!